So Epsom salts really did help quite a bit. Several months ago I picked up this AC Deco battery from my uncle's barn, and it looks really nice. It has a little hydrometer inside of there to tell you how full the battery is or whatever, but unfortunately there's not enough water in there to fill that meter. So then I peeled off the sticker hoping there'd be caps in there. Can't figure out how to open it, so I am going to rip off the top of it. So let's open the battery. So that wasn't too hard. And looking inside of here, there's some acid in there. But then you're going into this one, it is bone dry. These four ones are bone dry. The water level or acid level is like that high in it. Should be that high. But the ending one, it looks like it has some liquid in there too. Unfortunately, I don't have a micro zoom camera, so I can't really look in there with the light. But oh well. I'm just going to fill it up with some water like that. Running 2.1 volts, and I'll let it charge at 1 amp. So after charging for quite a while, the battery is at 9.5 volts or so, and I can't really get it back up. So we're going to put some Epsom salt into the battery, and I'll mix it around a bit. And I'll let it charge for a bit to see what it would do. Get back to you in a little bit. So it's been charging for a couple hours now. And yes, I remember my funnel, so we'll use that from now on. And see where the voltage is at. 11.2 volts. Well, it'll drop down quite a bit, but it's a lot better than what it was before. I nominate to do 3 scoops per cell this time. Last cell. Let's go and charge it for a little bit more then. Now, and while that's charging, let's clean it up a bit. It's all clean. So here's the battery after about 2 or 3 days of light charging, but long charging. And it's hovering at around 11.7 volts, which it wouldn't be great if it was a brand new battery, but this thing's almost 20 years old, and it was at almost a negative voltage whenever I first picked it up. So that's a pretty good amount. Let's do a spark test. It's got plenty of juice. That's how it watches the voltage goes back up. It'll be good for something. So I have to say this battery is doing quite well, given that it's 20 years old, it was bone dry, and it hadn't been used, well, ever since my uncle bought his farm, like, what, 12 years ago? So it's been neglected for quite a bit. And that's actually, so it's a pretty nice step up from what it was. Epsom salt really did help, although it didn't give it the exact punch that I wish it would. Maybe desulfation would work better. I don't know. Or maybe desulfation after putting Epsom salt in it. I'll have to try that sometime. I got plenty more batteries coming from my uncle to test that out with. So remember, before you throw out your batteries, you can always have some fun with them. Whoa! That's awesome. I'm going to have some fun with that. Well, I was going to end the video here, but after I fried that wire on there, the battery is hovering at a higher voltage now, so that's interesting. Quite interesting a bit. Don't you think so, Kitty? It's hovering at over 12 volts, so that's pretty awesome. Maybe thrashing your battery's voltage around, maybe that fixes it. Woohoo! We're at 12.3 volts. And we have positive and negative, and I'm striking on aluminium, so let's see what happens. So, it's now down to 11.9 volts, so let's charge it at the maximum and see how that does. Okay, so now it's back at 12.2 volts, and here we have this. Whoa. Here we have aluminium versus aluminium. So maybe in the end, it's a good idea to short-circuit your battery just to give it a little kick in the rump to get it to charge better, like this.